Welcome to my kitchen, where we bring Middle Eastern cooking to America. In today's show, I'll be making okra stew with rice, bamia with rice. For dessert, I'll be making fig walnut cake. To make the stew, I will start off with cooking the meat. I'm using beef shank with bones. You can use any kind of stewing beef, or you can use lamb also. I like to use stew beef with bones because it gives you that nice flavor when you cook it. I'll cover it with some water to cover all the pieces and bring it to a boil. Let it cook for about 2.5 hours to 3 hours until it's nice and tender. While the meat is cooking, we'll prepare the okra. When buying fresh okra, you need to look for okra that is nice and firm, not too soft, free of any bruises, and it should not be longer than 4 inches. You need it to be tender. So what I would do is okra believed to be originated in Africa, and from there it came to the United States 300 years ago, and it was brought by the African slaves. In many English-speaking countries, it's known as ladyfingers. Cutting the stems. Now I need to soak it with about 1/4 to 1/2 cup vinegar. This will help or prevent the okra from becoming too sticky or too slimy during cooking time. I'll let it sit in vinegar for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now we need to rinse the okra from all that vinegar that we soaked it in. Rinse it real good. Then we'll transfer it to the pot. Fill it halfway with water just to cover all the okra. And then we'll place it over medium heat to cook. We'll add about 6 to 8 garlic cloves, and we'll put the lid back on and we'll cook the okra until it's tender. Not very soft, just tender. All the cooking liquid and add it into the pot that has the meat and the broth. To this, I'll add about 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, equivalent to 6 ounces can, 2 chopped tomatoes, about 3 to 4 tablespoons vegetable oil. I have my rice washed and soaked for about 30 minutes. I drained it and I'll spoon it into the pot. I'll give it a quick stir. Make sure all the grains are coated with oil. I'll add some salt to season, and then I'll add, I have 2 cups of rice, so I'll add 2 cups of water. Give it a quick stir. Now we'll start making our fig cake. I will brush a 13 by 5 inch loaf pan. You can use any other pan. You can use round or square or even 2 smaller loaf pans if you like. I will put parchment paper in the bottom of the pan, and I will brush that with oil also. Then I'll dust the bottom and the sides with some flour. This will give you a nice crust. Make sure you distribute everything and just knock it down to get any excess flour out. So this should be ready now. I have 1 cup chopped figs. I will arrange them on the bottom of the mold. I chop them coarsely. You don't need to chop them real fine. So they'll go on the bottom of the pan. Then I have 1 cup coarsely chopped walnuts. They'll go on top of the figs. I'll distribute them evenly on the bottom of the cake. Now we'll make the batter for the cake. To start off, we need to mix all the dry ingredients together. So I need 3 cups of cake flour. You can buy cake flour or you can use all-purpose flour, or what you need to do is add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to your measuring cup, and then fill that with 1 cup, or to have like 1 whole cup. That will measure 1 cup of cake flour. So we need 3 cups. We'll do the same thing. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Fill it with all-purpose flour. Make sure you level the cup. We need 3/4 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and 1 teaspoon baking soda. We'll mix all the dry ingredients together and set them on the side. Now we need to crack 3 eggs. We'll start making the wet ingredients now. Put them in a mixing bowl and we'll whisk until pale yellow. I'll add 1.5 cups sugar, 3/4 cup vegetable oil, 1/4 cup honey, 3/4 cup milk, and 1 tablespoon brandy or vanilla extract. Now we'll add the dry ingredients. About 1/2 cup at a time. Mix well until everything is well incorporated. I will stop and scrape the sides a couple times. Make sure everything is mixed nicely, and mix it until nice and smooth. Look how glossy and ready the batter is. Try to shake it a little bit. Get all the air bubbles out. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Place the pan in the oven, and this will bake for 50 to 55 minutes. Now the cake should be ready. We'll taste it by inserting a wooden score in the center. If it comes out clean, that means it's ready. We'll let it sit in the pan for about 10 minutes and then we'll unmold it onto a wire rack to cool completely. To unmold the cake, I will put this cooling rack on top of the cake and we'll flip it. I have served some individual serving on plates. I'll pour some okra stew on top. Looks so beautiful. What we made in our show today, I made okra stew and rice and fig and walnut cake. Thank you for coming to my kitchen and enjoy Middle Eastern cooking. We hope to see you next time for more exotic dishes from the Middle East.